At this point, many have heard the 911 call at the center of the wrongful death lawsuit against the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. Today, hear from the dispatcher who took that call. In it, Jane Kowalski describes a killer's car and a woman banging on his back window. Now, the call came in to Mildred Stepp on the very night Denise Amber Lee was kidnapped. As SNN local news reporter Tom Lloyd explains, this is the first time the former dispatcher has talked about what happened that night back in January of 2008.
Lena, the 911 call taker Mildred Stepp, who took the call that night from Jane Kowalski, was the first on the stand.
Someone's life depends on that information.
Former 911 call taker Mildred Stepp took the stand Thursday in the Denise Amber Lee wrongful death lawsuit against the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. Stepp, a 16-year veteran as a dispatcher, spoke for the first time in public about the night she received the 911 call from Jane Kowalski.
What was the first information you received that day about Denise Amber Lee?
In the afternoon, we were advised that Denise Lee had been kidnapped, and we were given a description of Mr. King and his vehicle.
Stepp claims she was a call taker that night and had no means to dispatch deputies to find King's car.
If you're sitting in the call taker position, can you dispatch a call?
No, ma'am.
Why not?
I don't have a radio.
Under cross-examination, defense attorney Bruce Jolly played Jane Kowalski's 911 call. He wanted to know more about the long breaks of silence in that call between Stepp and Kowalski that night.
Everybody was talking in loud voices. We had a supervisor that was trying to patch our radio frequencies with Northport radio frequencies. We have a dispatcher that believes her radio isn't working at the time. She's standing next to Liz, giving Liz verbal information I thought that I'm giving her. We have Liz on the radio with I don't know how many officers speaking to her.
Also taking the stand was dispatcher Susan Kirby. She was one of two dispatchers working in the call center. Kirby claims neither she or the other dispatcher could send deputies to the scene where Kowalski may have seen King, because Stepp had not sent the information over in the Sheriff's Office computer-aided dispatch system until after the 9-minute conversation with Kowalski.
Not a handwritten piece of paper that I don't know was legible, not legible. It looked like it was neatly written, but I don't know if it was a sentence structure. I would have had, it's easier to read from the computer. That's how we have done it. Put a call in the computer, everyone sees it, the information goes out.
Lee's lawsuit is seeking more than $750,000 in damages from the Sheriff's Office. And Lena, Rick Goff, Denise Amber Lee's father, has been sitting in on the trial. He will be the last one on the stand. Reporting at the Charlotte County Justice Center, Tom Lloyd, SNN Local News.
Officials expect the civil trial to wrap up by next Friday. You want to keep it here on SNN Local News for updates to this story.